Remember those classic dishes your grandparents used to make? The ones you only ever saw in worn cookbooks? These recipes turned everyday ingredients into meals full of flavor, comfort, and nostalgia. From quick family dinners to show-stopping desserts, they brought warmth to the table in a way modern cooking rarely does. Today, we're uncovering 30 lost American recipes from the 1960s that deserve to be remembered, and maybe even made again. Cheese and pineapple ring on a chicory leaf is a quintessential example of mid-20th century American appetizer culture, perfectly capturing the playful and slightly kitschy charm of 1960s party fare. During this era, presentation was just as important as taste, and few dishes exemplified that principle better than this small, elegant bite. At first glance, the recipe appears deceptively simple. A ring of canned pineapple, typically with the core removed, is topped with a cube of processed cheese and placed atop a crisp leaf of chicory or lettuce. Despite its minimal ingredients, the dish delivers a delightful combination of flavors. The sweet juiciness of the pineapple contrasts pleasantly with the creamy, slightly salty taste of the cheese, while the chicory leaf adds a subtle bitterness and crunchy texture that rounds out each bite. The leaf also serves a practical purpose, acting as a natural plate that makes the appetizer easy to handle during cocktail parties, holiday gatherings, or casual social events. The appeal of cheese and pineapple ring on a chicory leaf extends beyond its flavor. Its history offers a window into the culinary trends and domestic habits of mid-20th century America. Processed cheeses such as Velveeta were highly popular in the 1960s for their smooth texture, long shelf life, and ease of preparation, making them ideal for entertaining. Similarly, canned fruits like pineapple were pantry staples that allowed home cooks to assemble visually appealing dishes in mere minutes. These ingredients reflected the post-war fascination with convenience foods, which enabled busy homemakers to create dishes that looked sophisticated without requiring extensive culinary skill. The presentation of the appetizer on a single leaf illustrates the era's love of bite-sized elegance, where small, individually plated morsels were both practical for serving and aesthetically pleasing. It was common to see trays of these appetizers arranged in circles on tiered platters or as part of larger buffet spreads, transforming simple ingredients into eye-catching displays. Beyond convenience and presentation, cheese and pineapple ring on a chicory leaf exemplifies the creativity and resourcefulness characteristic of 1960s American home cooking. The dish demonstrates how everyday, accessible ingredients could be combined to produce surprising and delightful results. Its balance of sweet, savory, and slightly bitter flavors, paired with contrasting textures, highlights the era's attention to sensory appeal and entertaining. While the dish might seem quaint or even kitschy by modern standards, it remains a charming reflection of its time, offering both nostalgia and inspiration for contemporary cooks. Today, cheese and pineapple ring on a chicory leaf serves not only as a tasty appetizer, but also as a cultural artifact, connecting modern audiences with the mid-century approach to entertaining. Its simplicity, elegance, and playful charm invite both nostalgia and culinary experimentation, making it a perfect example of how retro recipes can still delight today. Whether served at a themed gathering, a holiday party, or simply enjoyed at home, this small but memorable appetizer continues to celebrate the ingenuity, style, and fun of 1960s American cuisine. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to transform humble ingredients into a visually striking and flavorful bite, reminding us that creativity and presentation have always been central to the joy of entertaining. Swedish meatballs and cream sauce is a classic dish that became a beloved staple in American homes during the 1960s, perfectly capturing the decade's fascination with European-inspired cuisine. At its heart, this comforting entree features small, tender meatballs crafted from a blend of ground beef, sometimes combined with pork, breadcrumbs, and seasonings. These bite-sized spheres are browned to perfection and then smothered in a rich, velvety cream sauce. The sauce typically begins with butter and flour, forming a roux, which is then combined with beef or chicken stock and heavy cream. A touch of nutmeg or allspice often rounds out the flavor, adding a subtle warmth and depth that elevates the dish beyond mere comfort food. Traditionally, Swedish meatballs are served over a bed of egg noodles, mashed potatoes, or rice, allowing the luxurious sauce to coat every bite, creating a dish that is simultaneously hearty, satisfying, and elegant. The rise of Swedish meatballs in American kitchens during the 1960s was fueled by a growing interest in continental cooking, which conveyed sophistication without seeming intimidating. Cookbooks of the era often highlighted this dish as a prime example of approachable elegance, suitable for hosting guests or serving family dinners with style. The uniform size of the meatballs allowed for neat plating, while the creamy sauce lent a touch of indulgence that felt luxurious yet comforting. The dish exemplifies the mid-century American approach to food, combining practicality with presentation. Home cooks could rely on accessible ingredients, pre-ground meat, packaged breadcrumbs, and readily available cream, yet still create a dish that seemed restaurant quality, reflecting a balance of convenience and culinary pride. Beyond the ingredients, the dish embodies the sensory appeal that defined 1960s entertaining. The tender, flavorful meatballs paired with a creamy, slightly spiced sauce engage both taste and texture, while the warm, inviting aroma evokes the intimacy of family meals or holiday gatherings. Swedish meatballs became more than just a recipe. They represented a moment when American kitchens embraced international flavors in ways that were both approachable and festive. Today, Swedish meatballs and cream sauce remain a nostalgic favorite, reminding us of mid-century culinary creativity and the warmth of shared meals. Its enduring appeal lies in its comforting balance of tender meat, rich sauce, and subtle spices, a testament to the era's skillful marriage of flavor, simplicity, and presentation. For anyone exploring retro recipes or seeking a connection to classic American entertainment, this dish provides both history and flavor in every bite. Rumaki, bacon-wrapped water, chestnuts and liver, is a quintessential appetizer from the mid-20th century American party scene, particularly popular in the 1960s during the height of the Polynesian or tiki craze. This bite-sized hors d'oeuvre combines contrasting flavors and textures into a single, visually appealing morsel. Traditionally, a small piece of chicken liver is paired with a crisp water chestnut, then wrapped in a strip of bacon and secured with a toothpick. The combination delivers a mix of savory, earthy richness from the liver, a satisfying crunch from the water chestnut, and smoky, salty indulgence from the bacon. Often, the assembled rumaki is marinated in a sweet soy or teriyaki-style glaze, adding a subtle sweetness that balances the bold flavors and caramelizes slightly during baking or broiling. The popularity of rumaki in the 1960s reflected broader American culinary trends. Polynesian-themed restaurants and home tiki bars were fashionable, and cooks were eager to experiment with ingredients that felt exotic yet approachable. Rumaki offered just that. It used familiar pantry items like bacon and canned or freshwater chestnuts, but presented them in a way that evoked faraway lands and sophisticated entertaining. The appetizer's finger food format made it ideal for cocktail parties, where presentation, convenience, and novelty were equally valued. Today, rumaki is often remembered as a nostalgic emblem of mid-century entertaining, emblematic of a time when home cooks embraced playful fusion and theatrical presentation. While some of its flavor combinations may seem unusual by contemporary standards, its blend of textures and its balance of sweet, salty, and savory notes illustrate the ingenuity of 1960s appetizers. Serving rumaki on a decorative platter remains a conversation starter and a direct link to the playful, indulgent culinary creativity of the era. Jell-O mold with shrimp or ham is an iconic, if quirky, representation of mid-20th century American cuisine, particularly popular in the 1960s. This dish exemplifies the era's fascination with gelatin-based recipes, which were prized for their convenience, visual appeal, and novelty at social gatherings. The basic concept involves dissolving flavored or unflavored gelatin, often enriched with cream or bouillon, and folding in ingredients like cooked shrimp, diced ham, or sometimes vegetables. The mixture is then poured into a decorative mold and refrigerated until firm, creating a wobbly, colorful centerpiece that could be sliced and served as an appetizer or side dish. The inclusion of shrimp or ham adds savory richness and texture, contrasting with the smooth, slightly sweet gelatin, producing a surprisingly harmonious combination that delighted 1960s palates. The Jell-O mold was more than just a recipe. It was a statement of culinary creativity and elegance. Presentation was key, with molds often featuring intricate designs, clear gelatin allowing the embedded ingredients to show through, and sometimes garnished with lettuce, parsley, or other fresh greens. This visual drama made the dish a popular choice for holiday dinners, bridal showers, and cocktail parties, reflecting the period's emphasis on entertaining with flair. The recipe also fit neatly into the convenience-driven lifestyle of the decade, as gelatin was easy to store, quick to prepare, and could be made ahead of time, freeing hosts to focus on other elements of entertainment. While today Jell-O molds may seem unusual or retro to modern tastes, they remain a fascinating snapshot of 1960s culinary culture. They showcase a period when imagination, color, and texture were celebrated in the kitchen, even if the flavor combinations might raise eyebrows now. Serving a Jell-O mold with shrimp or ham today is both a nostalgic nod to mid-century innovation and a playful conversation starter, bridging contemporary kitchens with a unique chapter in American food history. Onion ring is a playful and nostalgic appetizer that harks back to the entertaining style of 1960s America. As the name suggests, this dish centers around onion rings, but with a twist that makes it both visually striking and convenient for parties. Typically, onion rings are arranged in a circular pattern on a serving platter or stacked in concentric rings, creating a ring of rings that is as much about presentation as it is about flavor. The golden, crispy exterior of the onion rings provides a satisfying crunch, while the sweet, tender onion inside delivers a familiar, comforting taste. Often, the dish is accompanied by an assortment of dipping sauces such as cocktail sauce, mustard, or a creamy mayonnaise-based dip, allowing guests to customize each bite. The onion ring embodies several hallmarks of 1960s culinary trends. Finger foods and bite-sized appetizers were highly popular for cocktail parties, bridge club gatherings, and holiday buffets, where visual appeal and ease of serving were paramount. The circular arrangement not only made the dish eye-catching, but also reflected the era's penchant for creative plating and showmanship in home entertaining. Convenience was another factor. Onion rings could be prepared in advance, either fried from scratch or purchased pre-made, giving hosts more time to focus on other dishes and guests. Although it may seem whimsical by today's standards, the onion ring remains a charming example of mid-century American cuisine. It highlights the period's fascination with casual elegance, fun presentation, and simple yet satisfying flavors. Serving it today evokes a sense of nostalgia, offering a tangible connection to the playful, inventive spirit of 1960s entertaining, while still delivering the irresistible combination of crispy texture and savory onion flavor that has kept onion rings a perennial favorite. Deviled eggs with pimento is a classic American appetizer that epitomizes mid-20th century party fare, particularly popular throughout the 1960s. This dish transforms the humble, hard-boiled egg into a visually appealing, flavorful, bite-sized treat, ideal for cocktail parties, holiday gatherings, or casual social events. To prepare them, eggs are carefully boiled, peeled, and halved, with the yolks removed and mashed into a creamy filling. The traditional mixture combines mayonnaise, mustard, a splash of vinegar, and seasonings like salt and pepper to create a smooth, tangy base. What sets the 1960s version apart is the addition of pimento, a small, sweet red pepper that adds color, a gentle sweetness, and a hint of sophistication. The pimento can either be diced or pureed and folded into the yolk mixture, or used as a decorative garnish on top, creating a striking visual contrast against the pale yellow filling and pristine egg whites. Deviled eggs with pimento were perfectly suited to the social culture of the 1960s, a decade defined by cocktail parties, bridge clubs, and communal holiday entertaining. Their bite-sized nature made them easy to serve and enjoy, while their bright, colorful presentation enhanced the visual appeal of a buffet table. The combination of creamy, savory yolk filling and tender egg white created a textural contrast that was both satisfying and approachable, allowing cooks to elevate simple pantry ingredients into something memorable. The recipe reflects the era's emphasis on convenience without sacrificing charm, demonstrating how accessible ingredients could be transformed into dishes that felt refined and celebratory. Even decades later, deviled eggs with pimento carry a nostalgic charm, evoking memories of mid-century home entertaining and hospitality. They remain a symbol of how cooks of the time balanced flavor, texture, and presentation to create appetizers that were as visually appealing as they were delicious. Today, they continue to delight both retro food enthusiasts and modern hosts, standing as a testament to the ingenuity and enduring appeal of 1960s American cuisine. Meatloaf loaf and sauce is a quintessential comfort food that epitomizes mid-20th century American home cooking, especially popular in the 1960s. This dish takes the humble meatloaf, a blend of ground beef, breadcrumbs, eggs, and seasonings, and elevates it with a flavorful glaze or sauce, often a tangy combination of ketchup, brown sugar, and sometimes mustard or Worcestershire sauce. The meat mixture is shaped into a loaf and baked until cooked through, while the sauce, either brushed on top before baking or poured over after, creates a glossy, savory coating that enhances both flavor and visual appeal. The dish is hearty, filling, and versatile, often served alongside mashed potatoes, green beans, or other simple sides, making it a staple of family dinners. The popularity of meatloaf loaf and sauce in the 1960s reflects several culinary trends of the era. Convenience and efficiency were paramount as processed ingredients like canned soups, packaged breadcrumbs, and pre-made sauces allowed busy homemakers to prepare satisfying meals without extensive effort. At the same time, presentation and flavor mattered. The addition of a shiny sauce or glaze turned a simple meatloaf into a dish that felt polished and appealing to both family and guests. Some variations incorporated a mixture of meats, such as beef and ham, to add richness and complexity, while others might include vegetables or even grated cheese for added moisture and flavor. Beyond its practicality, meatloaf loaf and sauce has an enduring nostalgic charm. It evokes the warmth of family dinners, the comforting smells of a home-cooked meal, and the inventive, resourceful spirit of 1960s cooking. Though today's culinary trends may favor lighter or more experimental dishes, this classic meatloaf remains a symbol of mid-century American cuisine, balancing simplicity, flavor, and home-style comfort in a way that has kept it a beloved recipe across generations. Veal scallopine with brandy garlic butter is a sophisticated yet approachable dish that perfectly captures the elegance and continental influence of 1960s American home cooking. This entree features thinly pounded veal cutlets, which cook quickly to tender perfection, making them ideal for a refined weeknight dinner or a special occasion. The veal is typically dredged lightly in flour, then sautéed in butter or oil until golden and just cooked through. It is finished with a luxurious sauce made from garlic, butter, and a splash of brandy, which is often flambéed briefly to deepen the flavor. The resulting sauce is rich, aromatic, and indulgent, coating the delicate veal with a silky, buttery layer that highlights the subtle, tender qualities of the meat. The preparation balances simplicity and sophistication, allowing a home cook to create a dish that feels luxurious without requiring complex techniques or exotic ingredients. The popularity of veal scallopine with brandy garlic butter in 1960s. America reflects the era's fascination with continental cuisine, especially French and Italian influences. Cookbooks and lifestyle magazines of the time often featured recipes that appeared sophisticated, yet could be executed in a typical home kitchen, making them especially appealing to homemakers eager to impress guests or elevate family dinners. The thinness of the veal cutlets allowed for rapid cooking, which suited the busy schedules of mid-century families, while the brandy garlic butter sauce added a touch of theatricality and flair. Flambeing the sauce at the table became a showpiece during dinner parties, demonstrating both skill and hospitality in a way that delighted guests and reflected the style-conscious entertaining of the decade. This dish also embodies the broader mid-century trend of combining convenience with elegance. Ingredients such as thin veal cutlets, butter, and brandy were accessible to many American households, while the techniques used, light dredging, sautéing, and quick sauce making, allowed for a polished presentation with minimal effort. The balance of flavor, texture, and aroma in veal scallopine with brandy garlic butter makes it both indulgent and approachable. The tender, melt-in-your-mouth veal pairs beautifully with the garlicky, buttery sauce, while the slight warmth and depth of the brandy elevate the dish from a simple sautéed cutlet to a centerpiece worthy of special occasions or sophisticated weeknight meals. Today, veal scallopine with brandy garlic butter remains a nostalgic favorite for those exploring retro recipes or seeking to recreate the charm of mid-century entertaining. Its combination of tender veal, buttery richness, and aromatic flair offers a sensory experience that recalls the elegance of 1960s American dining. Beyond flavor, the dish connects modern cooks with a culinary era defined by a balance of refinement, practicality, and visual appeal. Preparing and serving it today evokes not only nostalgia, but also an appreciation for the creativity, skill, and style that shaped mid-century home cooking. With its ease of preparation, dramatic presentation, and timeless flavor, veal scallopine with brandy garlic butter stands as a quintessential example of 1960s American culinary artistry, reminding us of a time when home-cooked meals could be both elegant and approachable, practical yet indulgent. Chicken a la king is a classic American dish that reached peak popularity in the 1960s, perfectly embodying mid-century elegance and comfort. This creamy, savory entree features tender pieces of chicken simmered in a rich, velvety sauce made from butter, flour, chicken stock, and heavy cream, often brightened with a splash of sherry or white wine. The sauce is enhanced with mushrooms, bell peppers, and pimentos, which add subtle texture, color, and flavor, while peas or carrots occasionally appear as additional accompaniments. Traditionally, chicken a la king is served over toast points, rice, or pasta, making it a versatile and satisfying meal that is both visually appealing and comforting. Its combination of creamy sauce, tender chicken, and colorful vegetables creates a dish that feels indulgent yet approachable, reflecting the practical elegance valued in 1960s American kitchens. The rise of chicken a la king in American homes during the 1960s can be traced to the era's fascination with continental cuisine, which suggested sophistication without requiring professional skills. Cookbooks, hotel dining rooms, and dinner parties frequently featured this dish as an example of home-cooked elegance, demonstrating how ordinary chicken could be elevated into something celebratory and stylish. The creamy sauce allowed home cooks to create a rich and polished dish without complex techniques, while the bright vegetables added visual interest, aligning perfectly with mid-century trends emphasizing presentation as much as flavor. Its approachable ingredients and easy preparation made it a favorite for entertaining guests or serving on special family occasions, bridging the gap between comfort food and formal dining. Chicken a la king also reflects the era's desire to balance indulgence with practicality. The sauce is luxurious yet simple, and the combination of textures, the tender chicken, soft vegetables, and creamy sauce, creates a dish that is pleasing to a wide audience. Its ability to transform everyday ingredients into something festive and refined exemplifies the ingenuity of mid-century American home cooking. The dish was particularly suited to buffet-style dinners and social gatherings, where its ease of preparation and visual appeal could impress guests while minimizing kitchen time. Today, chicken a la king carries a nostalgic charm, evoking the warmth of 1960s entertaining and the comforting flavors of home-cooked classics. Serving it now recalls an era when American cuisine embraced both practicality and style, demonstrating how a simple protein could be turned into a dish that was both elegant and satisfying. With its tender chicken, creamy sauce, and vibrant vegetables, chicken a la king remains a beloved example of retro American cooking, offering a delicious glimpse into the culinary creativity and aesthetic sensibilities of the mid-20th century. Its enduring appeal lies in the perfect balance of flavor, texture, and presentation, making it a timeless dish that connects modern cooks with the charm and sophistication of the 1960s. Tuna noodle casserole is a quintessential example of 1960s American comfort food, perfectly capturing the era's emphasis on practicality, simplicity, and home-style charm. This beloved casserole brings together cooked egg noodles, canned tuna, and a creamy sauce, often made from condensed cream of mushroom soup or a homemade bechamel, into a single hearty dish that is both budget-friendly and deeply satisfying. Vegetables such as peas, corn, or mushrooms are commonly incorporated, while a topping of crushed potato chips, breadcrumbs, or shredded cheese adds a golden, crispy layer when baked. The combination of tender noodles, savory tuna, and a lightly crunchy topping created a dish that quickly became a staple for weeknight dinners, potlucks, and church suppers across America, offering both convenience and comfort to families everywhere. The widespread popularity of tuna noodle casserole in the 1960s can be attributed to its ability to balance convenience with taste. Canned tuna and pre-made soup allowed busy homemakers to prepare a filling, nutritious meal in minimal time, while the noodles provided a hearty base that could feed an entire family without strain on the budget. The creamy sauce, combined with tender vegetables and a lightly browned topping, delivered a texture and flavor profile that was comforting yet versatile, appealing to children and adults alike. Its adaptability encouraged creativity, allowing cooks to modify ingredients according to what was available in the pantry, making it a reliable go-to recipe for both everyday meals and informal gatherings. Tuna noodle casserole also reflects the broader mid-century American fascination with casseroles as a culinary concept. Casseroles were celebrated for their ability to unify protein, starch, and vegetables in a single, easy-to-serve dish, embodying efficiency, nutrition, and visual appeal. The recipe's straightforward preparation, combined with its satisfying flavor and nostalgic charm, made it a frequent feature in cookbooks, community cook-offs, and family recipe collections. Slight variations, such as adding paprika, swapping cream of mushroom soup for cream of celery, or including additional vegetables, allowed the dish to evolve while maintaining its familiar, comforting character. Today, tuna noodle casserole remains a symbol of retro American home cooking, offering a tangible connection to 1960s culinary culture. It evokes memories of family dinners, church suppers, and communal gatherings while demonstrating the ingenuity of home cooks who transformed simple, pantry-friendly ingredients into a warm, flavorful meal. Beyond its nostalgic value, the casserole's balanced combination of tender noodles, creamy sauce, savory tuna, and crunchy topping continues to resonate with modern cooks seeking comfort and simplicity in the kitchen. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its practicality, but in its ability to evoke the warmth, resourcefulness, and approachable elegance of mid-century American cuisine, making it a timeless addition to the repertoire of classic comfort foods. Baked ham with brown sugar glaze and cloves is a classic centerpiece of mid-20th century American holiday and Sunday dinners, epitomizing the flavors and presentation style of the 1960s. This dish features a fully cooked ham, often spiral sliced or whole, brushed with a rich glaze made from brown sugar, sometimes combined with mustard, pineapple juice, or honey for added depth and sweetness. Whole cloves are strategically studded across the surface, not only adding a warm, aromatic spice, but also creating an elegant visual pattern that enhances the dish's festive appeal. During baking, the glaze caramelizes, producing a shiny, flavorful crust that contrasts beautifully with the tender, salty meat inside. The popularity of baked ham with a brown sugar glaze during the 1960s reflected the era's focus on convenient yet impressive entertaining. Pre-cooked hams were widely available, allowing busy homemakers to prepare a spectacular main course with minimal effort, while the glaze and cloves added a touch of sophistication and seasonal flair. This dish was often served at Christmas, Easter, and other family gatherings where presentation and flavor were equally important. The combination of sweetness from the glaze, aromatic warmth from the cloves, and the savory richness of the ham created a flavor profile that appealed to a broad audience, making it a reliable crowd pleaser. Beyond its practicality and taste, baked ham with brown sugar glaze and cloves embodies the nostalgia of mid-century American cooking. It evokes the scents, colors, and conviviality of holiday tables and large family meals. Today, it remains a beloved retro recipe, celebrated for its simplicity, elegance, and the comforting familiarity of a caramelized, spiced glaze over tender, juicy ham, a true emblem of 1960s culinary tradition. Stuffed pork loin with spinach and cheese is a classic example of 1960s American home cooking, combining elegance with hearty comfort. This dish features a boneless pork loin that is carefully butterflied and flattened, then layered with a mixture of cooked spinach, shredded or cream cheese, and often seasoned with garlic, nutmeg, or herbs. The loin is then rolled tightly, secured with kitchen twine or toothpicks, and roasted until golden brown and juicy. As it bakes, the cheese melts into the spinach, creating a rich, creamy filling that contrasts beautifully with the savory, tender pork. Once sliced, the spiral of meat and filling makes for an eye-catching presentation that was ideal for dinner parties or special family meals. The popularity of stuffed pork loin with spinach and cheese in the 1960s stemmed from the era's desire for dishes that were both visually impressive and accessible to home cooks. Ingredients like pork loin, frozen or canned spinach, and processed cheese were widely available and easy to work with, allowing homemakers to create an elegant main course without advanced culinary training. The dish's preparation also reflected the mid-century fascination with stuffed roasts, which allowed for flavorful, attractive, and somewhat theatrical presentations on the dinner table. This recipe embodies the balance of practicality and sophistication that defined much of 1960s American cuisine. It delivers robust flavor, tender meat, and a creamy seasoned filling, all while demonstrating a flair for presentation. Today, stuffed pork loin with spinach and cheese remains a nostalgic favorite for those seeking retro recipes or elegant home-cooked meals, offering a delicious glimpse into the inventive, resourceful, and presentation-conscious cooking of mid-century America. Salmon almondine is a classic mid-20th century American dish that reflects the era's love of elegant, yet approachable seafood preparations. The dish features a fillet of salmon, either broiled, baked, or pan-seared, served with a buttery almond topping that adds both flavor and texture. Sliced or slivered almonds are lightly toasted and combined with butter, lemon juice, and sometimes a touch of parsley, creating a nutty, fragrant garnish that complements the rich, tender salmon. The contrast between the slightly crisp almonds and the moist, flavorful fish elevates a simple piece of salmon into a refined entree suitable for family dinners or special occasions. Salmon almondine gained popularity in the 1960s due to the period's emphasis on continental-style cooking at home. Recipes like this appeared frequently in cookbooks and lifestyle magazines, offering homemakers an elegant dish that required minimal effort but delivered impressive results. The method highlighted fresh, high-quality ingredients and simple techniques, broiling or sautéing, allowing the natural flavors of the salmon to shine while the almonds added a delicate texture and subtle complexity. A squeeze of lemon often finished the dish, brightening the flavors and adding a touch of sophistication. The dish embodies the mid-century American approach to entertaining: visually appealing, flavorful, and relatively easy to prepare. Its combination of protein, buttery richness, and nutty crunch made it a memorable centerpiece on the dinner table. Today, salmon almondine continues to be celebrated as a retro classic, evoking the charm and refinement of 1960s home cooking. Its balance of textures, simplicity, and elegance ensures it remains a timeless recipe that bridges nostalgic culinary tradition with modern tastes. Steak Diane is a quintessential 1960s American restaurant and dinner party classic, renowned for its dramatic tableside preparation and rich, flavorful sauce. The dish typically features thin-cut beef steaks, such as filet mignon or sirloin, quickly sautéed in butter or oil to achieve a tender, flavorful sear. What truly defines Steak Diane is the sauce. Pan drippings are deglazed with brandy or cognac, often flambéed, and then combined with Dijon mustard, Worcestershire sauce, cream, shallots, garlic, and fresh herbs like parsley. This produces a silky, aromatic sauce that coats the steak, enhancing its natural flavor with tangy, savory, and slightly sweet notes. The popularity of Steak Diane in the 1960s was fueled by America's fascination with European-style fine dining brought into the home. Recipes frequently appeared in cookbooks and magazines, showcasing the dish as a glamorous, restaurant-worthy entree that could impress guests with minimal ingredients but a touch of culinary showmanship. The flambeing step added flair and theater, making it especially popular at dinner parties where presentation and excitement were just as important as taste. The thin-cut steaks also ensured quick cooking, fitting the mid-century trend of efficient yet elegant home entertaining. Steak Diane embodies the era's emphasis on convenience, sophistication, and indulgence. It balanced tender beef, rich cream sauce, and aromatic seasonings to create a dish that was both luxurious and accessible. Today, Steak Diane evokes the charm and nostalgia of 1960s dining, recalling a time when home cooks could bring the excitement of continental cuisine to their own tables. Its enduring appeal lies in its combination of flavor, texture, and a touch of theatricality, a true emblem of mid-century American culinary creativity. Scalloped potatoes with Fritos is a quirky yet iconic example of 1960s American comfort food, reflecting the era's fascination with convenience, creativity, and snack food experimentation. This dish takes the classic scalloped potato, thinly sliced potatoes baked in a creamy, cheesy sauce, and gives it a playful twist by incorporating Fritos corn chips, either crushed into the sauce or sprinkled on top as a crunchy, salty garnish. The combination adds an unexpected texture and flavor, contrasting the soft, tender potatoes and smooth, cheesy sauce with the crisp corn chip crunch. Often, the casserole includes onions, butter, milk, and shredded cheddar cheese, creating a rich, savory base that complements the salty, slightly sweet Fritos topping. Scalloped potatoes with Fritos became popular in the 1960s, largely due to the convenience-focused culinary culture of the era. Packaged snack foods, canned soups, and pre-shredded cheese allowed homemakers to assemble a flavorful, crowd-pleasing casserole with minimal effort, perfect for family dinners, potlucks, and holiday gatherings. Its playful combination of familiar comfort ingredients with a modern snack-inspired twist exemplified the mid-century trend of elevating pantry staples into conversation-starting dishes. Presentation was also a factor. The crispy golden topping made the dish visually appealing and inviting on the dinner table. Today, scalloped potatoes with Fritos stands as a nostalgic symbol of 1960s American home cooking, a time when creativity, convenience, and indulgence came together in fun and unexpected ways. Its blend of creamy, cheesy potatoes with a crunchy, salty topping captures the era's spirit of inventive comfort food, offering both a taste of retro culinary culture and a playful alternative to traditional potato casseroles. Lemon parsley new potatoes is a simple yet elegant side dish that reflects the fresh, bright flavors often celebrated in 1960s American cooking. This recipe features tender new potatoes, boiled or steamed until just soft, then tossed with a light dressing of butter, lemon juice, and chopped fresh parsley. The lemon adds a subtle tanginess that brightens the natural, earthy flavor of the potatoes, while the parsley contributes a fresh, herbaceous note, making the dish both visually appealing and flavorful. Often served alongside roasted meats, poultry, or fish, these potatoes provide a lighter, refreshing contrast to richer main courses, balancing the overall meal. The popularity of lemon parsley new potatoes in the 1960s was linked to the era's focus on quick, fresh, and attractive side dishes. Home cooks valued recipes that could be prepared with minimal ingredients and effort while still appearing elegant for family dinners or entertaining guests. Using new potatoes, small, young tubers with thin skins, ensured a tender texture and a slightly sweet flavor that complemented a variety of main dishes. The combination of butter, lemon, and parsley showcased how simple seasoning could elevate a humble ingredient into something special without requiring elaborate preparation. This dish embodies the mid-century emphasis on convenience, freshness, and presentation. Its bright color, light flavor, and easy preparation made it a staple on dinner tables across America. Today, lemon parsley new potatoes remain a nostalgic yet timeless side dish, evoking the charm of 1960s home cooking, while providing a versatile, flavorful accompaniment that continues to appeal to modern tastes. Green bean casserole is one of the most iconic examples of 1960s American comfort food, originally popularized by Campbell's Soup Company in the mid-century. This dish typically combines tender cooked green beans with a creamy mushroom sauce, often made from condensed cream of mushroom soup, and is topped with crispy fried onions. The casserole is baked until bubbly and golden, creating a harmonious combination of textures. The soft green beans, rich and savory sauce, and crunchy onion topping. Its flavor is simple yet comforting, appealing to a wide range of palates, and it became a reliable side dish for holiday meals, family dinners, and potlucks. The popularity of green bean casserole in the 1960s was fueled by the era's emphasis on convenience and efficiency in home cooking. Pre-packaged ingredients such as canned green beans, condensed soup, and fried onions allowed busy homemakers to prepare a visually appealing, flavorful dish quickly. It exemplified mid-century culinary trends by transforming inexpensive, readily available ingredients into a dish that looked impressive on the dinner table. The casserole's ease of preparation and universal appeal made it a staple in American kitchens and a symbol of practical yet stylish entertaining. Green bean casserole also reflects the mid-century focus on communal meals and festive presentations. Its creamy texture, mild flavor, and crunchy topping made it a crowd pleaser that could complement a variety of main courses. Today, the dish remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of family gatherings and holiday traditions. Serving green bean casserole continues to connect modern cooks to the inventive yet approachable culinary spirit of 1960s America, combining convenience, comfort, and timeless flavor in one beloved classic. Ambrosia salad is a quintessentially 1960s American dessert salad beloved for its sweet, fruity flavors and light, airy texture. This dish typically combines canned or fresh fruit, such as mandarin oranges, pineapple chunks, and maraschino cherries, with miniature marshmallows and shredded coconut, all bound together with whipped cream or a mayonnaise-based dressing. Some variations include sour cream or cream cheese to add richness, while chopped nuts, such as pecans or walnuts, contribute a subtle crunch. The result is a visually colorful, fluffy salad that balances sweetness, creaminess, and a variety of textures, making it a favorite at potlucks, holiday dinners, and family gatherings. Ambrosia salad became especially popular in the 1960s due to its convenience and festive appeal. The use of canned and pre-packaged ingredients allowed homemakers to prepare a showy, crowd-pleasing dish quickly, while the combination of textures and flavors gave the impression of a more elaborate creation. Its whimsical appearance with bright fruit peeking through a creamy base also made it ideal for special occasions, contributing to its enduring reputation as a celebratory dish. The salad embodies the mid-century American penchant for sweet, indulgent, yet visually impressive recipes that could serve multiple people with minimal effort. Today, ambrosia salad is cherished as a nostalgic retro favorite. It evokes the charm and simplicity of 1960s home cooking, recalling holiday tables, family gatherings, and potluck spreads. Its balance of creamy richness, fruity sweetness, and chewy or crunchy accents continues to delight, offering a tangible taste of mid-century American culinary creativity and the era's love for bright, cheerful, and easy-to-make desserts. Broccoli and cauliflower cheese bacon salad is a quintessential example of 1960s American retro cooking, combining fresh vegetables with rich, indulgent flavors in a visually appealing salad. The dish typically features lightly blanched broccoli and cauliflower florets, tossed with a creamy cheese dressing, often made from mayonnaise, sour cream, or a combination of both. Shredded or cubed cheddar cheese adds sharpness, while crisp bacon bits contribute savory crunch and depth. Some variations may include chopped onions, green peppers, or hard-boiled eggs for added texture and flavor, making the salad hearty enough to serve as a side dish or a light main course. This salad gained popularity during the 1960s because it embodied the era's focus on convenience, presentation, and inventive ways to elevate simple ingredients. Pre-packaged bacon bits, processed cheese, and creamy dressings allowed home cooks to assemble an eye-catching, flavorful dish quickly, ideal for potlucks, picnics, or holiday gatherings. The contrast of crisp vegetables, creamy dressing, and crunchy bacon appealed to both adults and children, while the bright green and white colors of the broccoli and cauliflower made it visually striking on the table. Broccoli and cauliflower cheese bacon. Salad exemplifies mid-century American creativity in home cooking, where practicality met indulgence. It reflects a time when salads were not just a side of lettuce, but an opportunity to combine textures, flavors, and presentation in a single dish. Today, it remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking the charm of 1960s entertainment, while still offering a delicious balance of fresh, creamy, and savory elements that appeal to modern tastes. Gelatin vegetable mold is a striking example of 1960s American retro cuisine, combining playful presentation with a surprisingly sophisticated use of everyday ingredients. This dish typically features a mixture of fresh or lightly cooked vegetables, such as peas, carrots, bell peppers, and celery, suspended in a clear or savory flavored gelatin base. Often bouillon, tomato juice, or vegetable stock is added to give the gelatin a savory undertone, while seasonings like salt, pepper, and herbs enhance the flavor. The mixture is poured into a decorative mold and chilled until firm, resulting in a colorful, visually appealing salad that can be sliced and served at luncheons, buffet tables, or holiday gatherings. The gelatin vegetable mold gained popularity in the 1960s due to its convenience, novelty, and show-stopping appearance. Home cooks could create a dish that seemed elaborate and festive with minimal effort, thanks to the ease of using packaged gelatin. Its sculptural form made it an attractive centerpiece, demonstrating a combination of culinary creativity and flair for entertaining that was highly prized in mid-century American kitchens. The dish's versatility also contributed to its appeal. Ingredients could be customized according to seasonal availability or personal taste, while the gelatin's firm texture allowed for easy portioning and serving. This recipe embodies the mid-century fascination with modern, visually impressive foods that balanced practicality and sophistication. Though it may seem unusual to contemporary palates, the gelatin vegetable mold remains a nostalgic emblem of 1960s entertaining, evoking the era's playful approach to presentation and its inventive spirit in combining flavor, texture, and visual appeal in a single memorable dish. Pineapple upside-down cake is a quintessential 1960s American dessert, beloved for its striking presentation and sweet, caramelized flavor. This cake features a layer of pineapple rings, often canned, arranged at the bottom of a cake pan with maraschino cherries nestled in the centers and a buttery brown sugar glaze poured over the fruit. A simple yellow or sponge cake batter is poured on top, then baked until golden and fluffy. Once baked, the cake is inverted onto a serving platter, revealing a glossy, caramelized fruit topping that contrasts beautifully with the tender cake beneath. The combination of sweet pineapple, rich brown sugar, and moist cake creates a dessert that is both visually impressive and deeply satisfying. Pineapple upside-down cake became a staple in the 1960s American kitchens due to its accessibility and show-stopping presentation. Canned pineapple and cherries made the dessert easy to prepare year-round, while the upside-down method added an element of surprise and elegance without requiring advanced baking skills. Its sweet, tropical flavor and vibrant appearance made it especially popular for family gatherings, birthday parties, and potlucks, reflecting the mid-century emphasis on convenience, visual appeal, and crowd-pleasing recipes. The dessert exemplifies the mid-century approach to home baking, combining simple ingredients with clever techniques to create memorable dishes. Today, pineapple upside-down cake remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of retro kitchens, festive occasions, and classic American desserts. Its balance of caramelized sweetness, moist texture, and cheerful presentation ensures it continues to charm both longtime fans and new generations discovering its timeless appeal. Ambrosia pudding is a retro dessert that builds on the classic 1960s ambrosia salad, transforming its fruity, creamy flavors into a soft, custard-like treat. The pudding typically combines canned or fresh fruit such as pineapple, mandarin oranges, and maraschino cherries with shredded coconut and miniature marshmallows, all folded into a sweetened custard or pudding base made from vanilla or coconut-flavored instant pudding mix. Some recipes also incorporate whipped cream or cream cheese to add richness and a light, airy texture. The result is a colorful, creamy dessert with bursts of fruit and a gentle sweetness that evokes the nostalgic charm of mid-century American cuisine. Ambrosia pudding gained popularity in the 1960s as home cooks looked for convenient yet visually appealing desserts for holiday dinners, potlucks, and family gatherings. The use of pre-packaged ingredients like canned fruit, instant pudding, and marshmallows made it easy to prepare while still presenting an elegant, festive dish. Its layers of fruit, creaminess, and soft texture made it versatile enough to serve in individual cups, bowls, or molded dishes, offering both practicality and aesthetic appeal. This dessert embodies the mid-century American love of sweet, creamy, and colorful confections that were simple to assemble but impressive on the table. Today, ambrosia pudding remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of family celebrations and retro kitchens. Its combination of fruity freshness, creamy indulgence, and light sweetness continues to appeal to modern tastes, making it a timeless example of 1960s American dessert creativity. Brown Derby Cobb salad is a classic mid-century American salad that originated from the famous Brown Derby restaurant in Los Angeles and became a symbol of elegant yet approachable dining in the 1960s. The salad is composed of neatly arranged rows of chopped or diced ingredients, including crisp lettuce, tomatoes, avocado, hard-boiled eggs, blue cheese, grilled or roasted chicken, and bacon. A tangy vinaigrette or red wine dressing is traditionally drizzled over the top, tying together the diverse flavors and textures. The visual appeal of the salad, its colorful, segmented presentation, was as important as its taste, making it a showpiece on the dining table. The Cobb salad gained popularity during the 1960s because it offered a combination of convenience, nutrition, and sophistication. It could be prepared ahead of time, with ingredients arranged at the last minute, making it ideal for dinner parties, restaurant service, or casual family meals. The balance of crisp vegetables, creamy avocado, savory bacon, and protein-rich chicken created a satisfying, hearty dish that transcended the idea of a simple side salad, positioning it as a main course option in its own right. This salad exemplifies mid-century American culinary trends, bold flavor combinations, visually striking presentation, and practical assembly. Its enduring appeal lies in its versatility, allowing for ingredient substitutions while maintaining the spirit of the original recipe. Today, the Brown Derby Cobb salad remains a nostalgic yet timeless dish, evoking the glamour of Hollywood dining in the 1960s, while continuing to serve as a fresh, flavorful, and visually appealing centerpiece for modern meals. Zucchini chocolate chip cookies are a delightful example of 1960s American ingenuity in home baking, blending the wholesome appeal of vegetables with the indulgence of classic cookies. This recipe incorporates shredded zucchini into a standard chocolate chip cookie batter, adding moisture and a subtle sweetness without overpowering the familiar flavors of butter, sugar, and chocolate. The result is a soft, tender cookie with a slightly cake-like texture, speckled with chocolate chips that melt into pockets of rich, gooey sweetness. Some recipes also include nuts or a hint of cinnamon or vanilla, enhancing the complexity and warmth of the flavor profile. During the 1960s, zucchini chocolate chip cookies became popular as a creative way to use garden produce and introduce vegetables into familiar treats. Home cooks appreciated the versatility of the recipe. It could help stretch seasonal zucchini harvests while still producing a dessert that appealed to children and adults alike. The cookies reflected the era's fascination with inventive, resourceful cooking, where traditional recipes were adapted to include new ingredients and flavors without sacrificing taste or indulgence. These cookies exemplify mid-century American culinary creativity, combining practicality, flavor, and a touch of novelty. Their soft, moist texture and sweet chocolate chips make them comforting and satisfying, while the hidden zucchini adds nutritional value in a subtle, appealing way. Today, zucchini chocolate chip cookies remain a nostalgic favorite, celebrated both for their retro charm and their clever use of vegetables, bridging the gap between indulgent treats and thoughtful home baking in a uniquely 1960s style. Banana stuffed French toast with strawberries is a decadent breakfast or brunch dish that embodies the indulgent yet approachable spirit of 1960s American cooking. This recipe starts with thick slices of bread, often brioche or Texas toast, filled with ripe banana slices and sometimes a cream cheese or custard mixture for extra richness. The stuffed bread is then dipped in a sweetened egg and milk batter, sometimes flavored with vanilla or cinnamon, and fried or baked until golden brown and custard-like in the center. Fresh strawberries or strawberry sauce are typically served on top, adding a bright, fruity contrast to the rich, creamy filling and golden toast. A light dusting of powdered sugar or a drizzle of maple syrup completes the dish, enhancing its visual appeal and sweetness. The popularity of banana stuffed French toast with strawberries in the 1960s stemmed from the era's fascination with elevating classic comfort foods into more elaborate show-stopping presentations. Stuffing French toast with fruit and cream created a visually impressive and indulgent dish suitable for weekend breakfasts, brunch parties, or special occasions. The combination of textures, from the soft, tender bread and creamy filling to the juicy strawberries, offered a sensory experience that was both satisfying and elegant. This dish reflects the mid-century American approach to home entertaining. Simple ingredients transformed through creativity and presentation into something memorable. Today, banana stuffed French toast with strawberries continues to be celebrated as a nostalgic favorite, evoking retro charm while offering a luxurious and flavorful breakfast experience that remains as appealing now as it was in 1960s kitchens. Mormon buttermilk Johnny cake is a traditional 1960s American breakfast or side dish that showcases the era's love of simple, hearty, and slightly rustic recipes. This variation of the classic Johnny cake, a cornmeal-based flatbread, uses buttermilk to create a tender, slightly tangy batter. The cornmeal provides a subtly sweet, nutty flavor, and a satisfying, slightly coarse texture that contrasts beautifully with the light, fluffy interior created by the addition of baking powder or soda. Often cooked on a griddle or in a skillet until golden brown, the Johnny cakes can be served with butter, syrup, honey, or fruit preserves for breakfast, or alongside savory dishes such as fried chicken or pork for a comforting meal. The Mormon buttermilk Johnny cake became popular in the 1960s. American homes because it combined convenience with a connection to traditional home-style cooking. Cornmeal and buttermilk were readily available, and the recipe required minimal ingredients and preparation time while producing a dish that felt wholesome and satisfying. Its slightly tangy flavor from the buttermilk elevated the simple cornmeal base, making it a versatile addition to both sweet and savory meals. This recipe reflects the mid-century American emphasis on practical, approachable cooking that could feed families efficiently while still offering flavor and texture. Today, Mormon buttermilk Johnny cakes remain a nostalgic favorite, evoking the warmth of retro kitchens and the comforting taste of simple home-cooked fare. Their versatility, ease of preparation, and rich flavor continue to make them a charming example of 1960s American culinary tradition. Peg Bracken's cockeyed chocolate cake is a beloved 1960s American recipe that perfectly captures the era's blend of humor, creativity, and approachable home baking. Created by humorist and cookbook author Peg Bracken, this cake gained fame not only for its rich chocolatey flavor, but also for its whimsical presentation and playful preparation instructions. The recipe often features a fudgy, dense chocolate batter that is surprisingly forgiving, earning its cockeyed moniker because it can bake unevenly or rise unpredictably, yet still tastes delicious. The charm of the cake lies in its homey, imperfect appeal, showcasing that baking could be fun, creative, and satisfying without requiring precision or fancy techniques. What made cockeyed chocolate cake particularly popular in the 1960s was its accessibility. The recipe called for simple pantry staples such as cocoa, sugar, flour, eggs, and butter, allowing homemakers to create a decadent dessert quickly. Peg Bracken's signature humor in her cookbooks encouraged readers to embrace the imperfections of home cooking, making this cake a symbol of mid-century practicality infused with personality. It was ideal for family gatherings, potlucks, or casual entertaining, offering a rich chocolate experience that didn't demand professional baking skills. Cockeyed chocolate cake exemplifies the spirit of 1960s American home baking, flavorful, approachable, and full of character. Its forgiving nature and whimsical reputation make it both a nostalgic treat and a reminder that the joy of cooking comes from creativity as much as precision. Today, Peg Bracken's cake continues to charm retro food enthusiasts, evoking the humor, warmth, and inventive spirit of mid-century American kitchens, while delivering the timeless pleasure of a moist, chocolatey dessert. Betty Crocker's Merry Christmas cookies are a classic example of 1960s American holiday baking, designed to be both festive and approachable for home cooks. These cookies typically feature a buttery, tender base that can be rolled and cut into various holiday-themed shapes, such as stars, bars, trees, and bells. The dough is often flavored with vanilla or almond extract, providing a warm, inviting aroma. Once baked, the cookies are decorated with colorful icing, sprinkles, and sugar crystals, creating a visually cheerful and festive presentation that embodies the mid-century emphasis on bright, celebratory desserts. The popularity of Merry Christmas cookies in the 1960s was closely tied to the era's booming convenience food culture. Pre-packaged cookie mixes, ready-made frostings, and decorative sprinkles allowed home bakers to create a professional-looking, festive display with minimal effort. Betty Crocker's recipes often included step-by-step instructions and practical tips, making holiday baking accessible to cooks of all skill levels while encouraging creativity in decorating. These cookies became a staple at family gatherings, school parties, and neighborhood cookie exchanges, spreading holiday cheer with both flavor and visual appeal. Merry Christmas cookies exemplify the mid-century American approach to seasonal cooking, combining simplicity, convenience, and a playful, colorful aesthetic. Today, they remain a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of holiday traditions, family baking sessions, and the joy of sharing sweet treats with loved ones. Their cheerful appearance, tender texture, and sweet flavor continue to make them a timeless example of 1960s festive baking. Maple mousse is a quintessential 1960s American dessert that embodies the era's love for light, airy, and flavorful sweets. This mousse typically combines the rich, distinctive taste of maple syrup with a fluffy base of whipped cream or beaten egg whites, sometimes stabilized with gelatin to create a smooth, creamy texture. The result is a dessert that is both delicate and indulgent, offering a sweet, slightly caramelized flavor with a melt-in-your-mouth consistency. Often served in individual cups or a decorative bowl, maple mousse is sometimes garnished with a sprinkle of chopped nuts, a drizzle of extra maple syrup, or a dollop of whipped cream, enhancing both its presentation and taste. The dessert gained popularity in the 1960s due to its simplicity, elegance, and versatility. Home cooks could prepare it ahead of time, making it ideal for dinner parties, holiday meals, or special occasions. Its combination of convenience and sophistication reflected mid-century American culinary trends, where desserts were expected to be visually appealing, flavorful, and relatively easy to assemble. Maple mousse also showcased the era's fascination with flavored mousses, puddings, and gelatin-based desserts, which allowed cooks to create impressive dishes without elaborate techniques. Maple mousse captures the charm and creativity of 1960s American dessert culture, balancing rich flavor with a light, airy texture. Today, it remains a nostalgic treat, evoking memories of retro dinner parties and mid-century entertaining. Its delicate sweetness, smooth texture, and simple elegance continue to make it a timeless dessert that celebrates both the flavor of maple and the inventive spirit of 1960s home cooking. Jell-O melange is a striking example of 1960s American retro cuisine, showcasing the era's fascination with molded desserts that combined flavor, texture, and visual appeal. This dessert typically features a mixture of colorful fruits, nuts, and sometimes small pieces of marshmallow or even crushed cookies, all suspended in flavored gelatin. The ingredients are arranged in layers or mixed together, then chilled until firm, resulting in a visually impressive, wobbly confection that could be sliced or served in individual portions. Some versions incorporate whipped cream or cream cheese into the gelatin to create a creamy, mousse-like texture, enhancing both flavor and presentation. The popularity of Jell-O melange in the 1960s was driven by its convenience and versatility. Using pre-packaged gelatin, canned fruits, and nuts allowed homemakers to create a dish that looked elaborate and festive with minimal effort. It was ideal for potlucks, family gatherings, and holiday celebrations, where its colorful appearance and unique texture could serve as a centerpiece on the dessert table. The melange aspect, meaning a mixture or medley, highlighted the playful creativity of mid-century cooks who valued novelty and visual charm as much as taste. This dish epitomizes mid-century American entertaining, combining practicality with showmanship. Jell-O melange remains a nostalgic favorite for those who grew up in the era, evoking memories of retro kitchens, holiday spreads, and the inventive spirit of 1960s home cooking. Its combination of sweet, fruity flavors, contrasting textures, and eye-catching presentation continues to fascinate modern retro food enthusiasts, celebrating a uniquely playful chapter in American culinary history. Those were 30 lost American recipes from the 1960s your grandparents knew and loved. If you enjoyed this trip down culinary memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic food stories and retro recipes.